going in, when you're making a opening, you have to find the opening picks and to be able to survive that and not just die. Because it all relies on that entry. If you go in and try to make a play and die, you basically almost can potentially lose the game for your team. Carl doesn't do that, playing very smart all the time, and that's why I really think he's one. I think he won. I think he won the MVP of a tournament recently, if I'm not mistaken. Anyway, it really shows the caliber of Carl as a player here.
Well, discipline. Well, you can add it up. Finesse solid, and then the discipline, or finesse discipline solid, because that's how disciplined this team this team is. And Archangel Onage, I really want to see how these two teams will match up with each other, especially when it comes to the early game, because that is where the rotations will start. Even with Lex with his Akai, I think that's his signature hero for Lex, and I've never seen Lex hitting up his Hurricane Dance, or at least missing up his Hurricane Dance. It's always on point, he always knows
when to go in, when to make that opening, giving Carl space and the rest of his team some space to be able to get those team fights in their favor. And you really see this is how he leads the team, not just by telling them where to go, but by leading by example, by going in, by initiating. And it's the perfect role for him, actually. Lex knows which role to play, which role and how to do it in order to bring his team into the victory. And we've seen it time and time again. I'm so happy, so excited to see them. And there you see it, Levi, Carl, Bo, and Dale. Really the leaders right now for their team. I think Nick is their sub, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah. Well, it's always Dale, Carl, Levi, and Lex in this one. And also Nick. Yeah, I also seen Nick as will play every. Well, I think he's always subbing Dale, if I'm not mistaken. It's Dale into Nick.
Oh, okay. That's very interesting. It's not really something that we see a lot in esports. When you talk about, say, traditional sports like basketball or football, a lot of the time you have substitutions for certain kind of situations. Like one player is better at playing aggressive, one player is better at playing passive. It's good nowadays that we see in esports and here in Mobile Legends that you have another man who might fit your playstyle better for this kind of match, might fit your playstyle better for maybe a passive or an aggressive kind of matchup. And it's good to switch that up, giving other teams a little bit more of a challenge just to figure out how exactly they play. And I think that's something we should incorporate in other esports, actually.
That is true. And I think it's one of the best ways as well to at least conceal, or if you're trying to play up a different playstyle, just like what you mentioned earlier, and also the draft. Yeah, when it comes to drafting, if you have a substitution, or if you have a sub player, it will be much more difficult for the opposite team to at least read your playstyle.
Yeah, and then like gauge how exactly what he's going to do. Because if you play against the same players again and again and again, you kind of start to figure out what they do. You can avoid that by having, of course, a substitute coming in, playing it. It all starts to change. The risk, obviously, with that is that you don't get to practice as much as a 5-man squad, and then things might get a little bit shaky. But that's all up for debate. But in the meantime, let's go do a little bit of predictions here. I'm gonna say it's gonna be a very close game, but Finesse Solid, they're one of my favorites to win this tournament.
Yeah, I agree. Well, the feeling is mutual, man. Finesse Solid. Well, I really, start of the season, I'm really impressed on how they play, and well, this is the main stage. This, all the efforts that you made from the playoffs, this is the main stage, or this where you will put everything you practiced for. So yeah, I'm really impressed right here, man. Archangel Onage as well.
Archangel Onage, though, talking about their performance, unfortunately, I think in the other tournaments didn't do exactly so great in terms of the ladder. They actually haven't been performing ultimately to their fullest potential, so they're a little bit underperforming. That's never to discount how good they are. Archangel Onage can dominate when they are on form. They can dominate whenever they are, they have the right composition, the right mindset, and the right situations. The problem is we don't know if they're in that state, and we know that right now at the moment Finesse Solid look like they're in fantastic shape as a team.
Well, let's see here. I really think Archangel Onage. Well, I think it's better for us to check the draft, or at least the current meta, rather.
See exactly what we're doing with and dealing with here. And speaking of the meta, actually, one thing that's very, very interesting to talk about is it is really starting to change. Last game, we saw the first game of Signal Ultra, no marksmen, and they won. And then the second game, they had 2 marksmen, and they won. And then all the heroes changing up. First game of Brand Sports, we saw the combination of Kimmy plus Harry. The new hero. Mansathir.
Minsitar.
Minsitar. Sorry.
We talked about that yesterday, right?
Yeah.
Minsitar.
Minsitar. Yeah. Sorry. But anyway, Minsitar. Thank you for correcting that.
Yes, sir.
Minsitar is one of the newer heroes, and already these teams coming up with those compositions that make it somehow work. Coming up with those compositions that, like with Kimmy, just having this dominant combination that we're starting to really see the meta and the game evolve before our eyes, and that's always so exciting to see. I feel like we're in the presence of history being made.
Most of the time, every single tournament, or when it comes to MPL, this is where the players will start shaping the current meta.
Yeah.
Well, the current meta will change. We'll see. We saw Carrie or rather Kimmy on the play, Minsitar, of course, and we're just waiting for another one. I think that was Kadita.
Yeah. I think so.
I think it was Kadita. Yeah, Kadita, the new hero. I want to see Finesse Solid either or Archangel plays Kadita. Is the mage type hero that can really burst you out. So I really want to see that play.
Yeah, well, we can only make assumptions and guess because in the end of the day, the players just show up and change our minds and basically blow our minds every single time. So we can analyze and predict all we want, and sometimes we're right, sometimes we're not, because the players, they've been preparing. I mean, it's been off season for a little while over the break, which is the New Year break. We saw a little bit some players, some teams took a little bit of a vacation. Other teams really worked hard, and you can tell that it's been working. Signal Ultra, one of those teams who has been really preparing. Now we're going to see which one of these two teams, Archangel Ownage or Finesse Solid, which one of them have prepared more.
Well, we've seen the stats earlier, by the way. It's for Archangel Ownage, which is really good as well. And by the way, I've seen some stats earlier. It's about the assist for 9.23 assist for Archangel Ownage. I think that was Lusty. Yeah, it was Lusty.
Lusty.
Yeah, it was Lusty. So, well, imagine 9.23 for the assist. For the assist for Archangel Ownage.
Yeah, that's not an easy number to come up with. That's not a joking number. When you say 9.1 assists, sometimes that's all the kills in a single game. So basically, the kill participation involved in having 9.1 assists is basically you have to be all over the map. You have to be everywhere. Ubiquitous. You have to be leading your team and being present in every single team fight, and that's what we saw from Lusty. So we're going to be looking at him later on, but here we go into the draft. It's going to be Claude Band to start it off.
Alright, so we have Archangel Ownage on the blue side, and we'll also Finesse Solid on the red side. Well, while we are preparing for the drafts right here, man, I'm really excited on how Finesse Solid will draft their first game. That was, they're always banning Alice. Yeah, Alice is the main priority ban for Finesse Solid, but it really depends.
And they're really gonna ban Gushan on the side of Archangel. They really should never let Carl have that hero. Yeah.
Oh man,
it's gonna be tough. I think it's really gonna be a lot about the pick and ban phase here. But if I may say, Lex is very well known to be one of the best pick and banners around in the scene. So it's going to be a toss-up. Let's see how it goes. I think we're going to be going to the picks and bans just shortly. But in the meantime, before we do that, I'd like to thank our sponsors, Smart and Moonton, of course, our legendary partners for this. Absolutely insane work from them to make all of this happen. We are live here, Circuit Makati stage. We're absolutely full.
What a great venue. Well, the crowd is amazing as well. Every single play, they're yelling, and well, if our viewers are just near the area, you can just
drop by, come in, make sure to say hi, see all your favorite players, maybe say hi to us.
Yeah, we're just here.
We're just chilling out.
Just walking around, man.
Yeah.
Just chilling out. And
go ahead.
Yeah, I'm sorry. It's just about the drafting itself.
Yeah. In terms of the drafting, though, we're really gonna have to give it a toss-up. We don't really have much to work with. I mean, in terms of history of these two teams, it's really back and forth. Finesse Solid generally winning the exchanges between Archangel Ownage, but Archangel Ownage also winning every now and then. So it's really much of a toss-up. We'll have the stats a little bit later to give us the exact details, but it's gonna be a tough call to see where it goes. But yeah.
Let's see here. Well, I think it's all about the momentum. momentum because on the playstyle of Finesse Solid and Archangel Onage, they're more. I think it's Finesse Solid is more aggressive when it comes to their playstyle.
Definitely.
It's all about the early rotation. I think they can go for the grok play and then try to get that level 1 blue buff steal for on the side of Archangel Onage. And then they can just ramp up. And on the side of Archangel Onage, they don't want, or Finesse Solid really needs to ban the Gashen as well from Carl because once you got at least level 4 or at least level 3,
You're gonna start seeing, you're gonna start seeing Carl go top lane, middle lane, bottom lane, be everywhere in the map. And the thing about Carl is he's very, very good when it comes to team fights, knowing when to come in, when to leave the fight, when to engage, and when to stop. So yeah, it's really a matter of shutting him down, and you can see the time and time again. You see it in other teams when they're trying to shut down main carries like Doofenshmirtz, one of the best talents right now. For instance, Zapdo in Execration. Teams really start to shut down that the carry, but today we don't see that in Carl. Teams, despite the fact that they want to, not always able to shut him down so much. So it's really Carl in his playstyle, very elusive, very hard to catch.
Well, he's always on the spot where it's really difficult for him to, or for him to get caught. So I think it's all about positioning. It's all about knowing when to fight and when not to fight.
Yeah.
And also taking all of those objectives on the side of the jungle, the turtle as well. I think that's one of the perks of Archangel Onage as well when it comes to fighting the other teams other than Finesse Solid. So,
but what about the tournament itself? Let's talk about your predictions here. Since it is very, very early on, and I think this is the first time you're casting today, I never got your opinion. Who do you think is going to take this? 3, 2, 1.
I think it will be Signal Ultra.
Oh, okay.
I think it's they're on a roll right now.
They are.
2-0 win.
And they clearly are prepared.
Yeah,
they're really prepared. They have new stuff. So how far can that take them? You know what? After what I saw earlier, I might agree with you. I'm gonna say Bren and might be Signal Ultra final. We'll see how that goes.
Bren, Signal Ultra.
That could be an exciting one here, but I'm not gonna discount that Finesse Solid have a very, very strong chance of getting in as well. So we really don't know because right now is the only time that we're starting to see teams come out with their strategies, the stuff that they've prepared, and it's really starting to show and starting to pay off. But yeah, I think right now we're just sort of figuring out where exactly teams will place, where they are in terms of the sort of placement, the hierarchy, so to speak, of who's the best team. Right now, arguably, it's Bren on top, but we don't know exactly. It could really change at the matter because teams are really starting to catch up, and you can start to see it.
Yeah, and
the fact that Execration went 2-1. Execration really won a solid game against Bren earlier.
And I think that was from a comeback. Bren Esports got the first game from the first series, and then Execration got the second game of the third.
Yeah, in dramatic fashion. All these Kimi Savages that we've been seeing.
Yeah,
it's just,
I think that's Kimi had 2 Savages.
The first game had 1 Savage, and that was from, I think it was Bren. And then the second Savage here this time was from the side of Signal Ultra.
Yeah.
So yeah.
And the crowd, man. After the Savage, the crowd goes wild. Everyone is so excited, man.
But here we go. Finally, starting with the drafting phase, gonna have a restart. And absolutely, Alice ban. No surprise. You already called it. Yeah.
But let's see. Okay, so Harry.
No surprise. That's also another instant ban right now. So strong at the game, in the meta game right now.
And also Harith. Well, because on the playoffs, as far as I remember, there's no chance that Harith has been picked. And now it starts to the meta is now starting to shape up. Harith is now being picked, or being allowed to pick from the other teams. Well, I think Claude will be removed here as well on the side of Finesse Solid.
The question, they're not gonna. The question is what they're gonna do. I think they're gonna ban Claude, and Archangel will take Gushen. That has to be the case here.
Yeah, Archangel Onage most banned against MPLC.
Oh, they're going for the Grok. Okay.
Well, Grok is a really good pick here. First pick, potential for Archangel Onage, a good crowd control, and one of the best ways for them to at least separate one of those 4 heroes of Finesse Solid. And most pick heroes.
Cho Akai combo, it has to be. Oh no, Cho and Kimi.
Yeah, Kimi, will be secured since, well, Archangel only already picked up the grok. Well, one of the best ways to counter it up is get a core hero, which is really good right now in the meta, Kimi and Cho. Cho, I've seen Cho going for an attack type Cho, man. Which is really difficult to, well, the damage that Cho can dish out is really lusty. Okay, rather Mincetar pick here on Archangel Onage.
Yeah, interesting to see these new heroes. Mincetar always still so diverse with the crowd control, being able to. You saw it a while ago. The pulls, able to get 2 in a row earlier on in the game really can change the tide of a fight in the right hands. Being able to get that pull and instant assassinate him.
Yeah, and as you can see, for the first 3 picks of Archangel Onage, they have 3 good crowd control heroes, especially Kagura with the Inyang overturn, and again, of course, the Jual plus the ultimate of Lusty. So it's really difficult for them or for Finessolid to run away from the ultimate of Mincetar once they're able to pull it off perfectly. But on the side of Finessolid, okay, so they do have Lolita, since 3 heroes from Archangel Onage have the good crowd control. Finessolid, I think Lolita is really good, but he needs to aim, or at least he needs to make sure that the Numinant Blast will hit at least 3 or 4 heroes for him to be effective. But Dale, rather another mage pick here, side of Finessolid. Harley, one of the best mage in my opinion, with the burst damage from the Deadly Magic.
Yeah, I'm not surprised that they chose this over Gusha, because in the current composition, it does make sense to pick that rather than to go for a Gushan, because you are fighting carry here. You're going against the Kagura and the Mincetar here, and I think that might be a little bit better instead of going for the Gusha this time.
Yeah, that's true. But okay, so Leomord pick here. So CKTD on the Leomord, a good also assault for Archangel Onage. You can dish out a lot of physical damage, especially on his passive at 30%. All critical strikes while moving. And on the side of Finessolid, they have the support Diggy.
And we're gonna start seeing Carl actually on this Kimi. I don't think I've ever seen this before from Carl yet. Normally we see him play more assassin, more mage type heroes, and he's very, very good at doing that. This time it should be interesting as he's playing a little bit more of a back role, somewhere in the back line, a little bit more of a marksman.
Well, Kimi, I think one of the reasons why he's being picked a lot right now, since he's that, well, he's always attacking. Yeah. He's always attacking, even while moving. You can just use this opportunity, make sure that their tank is on the front, and it's really difficult for them to go in, unless they're able to pull off that good combination on the side of Archangel Onage and then catch out Kimi.
I'm gonna agree. It's gonna be tough to catch out that Kimi. He's gonna be pretty well protected, to be honest. But anyway, here we go. We're about to start into the game. What about the current draft? What are your thoughts?
Okay. I think I'll go for Finessolid for this one, since Kimi is really on the meta right now, and they have a very good composition. They also have the Numinant Blast, but well, Archangel Onage is strong when it comes to team fights. But I think as long as Finessolid were able to give farm on the Kimi,
yeah, that should be a straightforward win if they can come out and keep him alive. But in any case, let's not delay any further. I think we're going to get into the game. Here we are.
This is the land of dawn, everyone. Let's go ahead and introduce our players on the blue side. We have Archangel Onage, and also we do. All right, there we go. So we have Carbonara on the Kagura, Lusty on the Mincetar, Fusaken on the Grok, CKTD on the Leomord, and Lembot on the carry. On the red side, we have Levi on the Cho, Carl on Kimi, Boone on the Lolita, there we go. Dale on the Harley, and Lex for the Diggy.
Yeah, we'll see how that plays out in here. Early aggression here. Archangel Onage already taking control of the jungle camps. Oh, but nice execution there.
And this is what I'm talking about, man. Every single time that you have a Grok on your team, there's always a potential for a level 1 blue buff steal, which is what we're seeing right now. But this is a small skirmish. Oh my goodness, Kagura will take down the first blood. And on the side, but the AAO needs to play carefully. TKTD and Lusty, very low, less than 50% HP, but they will just go back since Carbonara is almost dead here, but he will be going to take first blood.
Yeah, Carbonara having to pick up that, to use the shield so early on, having to pop that spell. You know, it is very, very dangerous. I'd say it's worth it, but later on she's susceptible to ganking.
That's why he needs to play carefully. He needs to farm fast. But talking about farming fast, we have Carl here, level 4 already. He already got his ultimate. And
That's so fast. Normally you want to see them at level 4 around the 2-minute mark. So Carl, once he starts to get to that level 4 this early on, you're going to start to see him dominate.
that's one of the things that you need to control on the side of Finesse Solid here. For Carl, once you get that farm, he will just join the fight that early, and also with the blue buffs as well. So, well, they really need to play carefully for Archangel Onage, since they do have the early lead. Carry already level 4 here in the bottom lane. We have CKTD and Lusty trying to at least zone out this Mincetar away, or rather this show away from the lane, and they will have the opportunity to take down the first turtle.
Yeah, Turtle is going to be up, and I think they're going to be trying to contest it. Everybody's here except for Dale, so this might be a little bit of a tough engagement here. Lusty going to get caught out a little bit, has to flicker out actually in order to survive, but who's going to get it is actually going to be Kagura, who gets the kill, and I think it's going to be Boo, who's going to be falling down just next, has to dash over that wall, somehow managed to get away, but it's going to be chased. Nice catch right now. Levi falls as well, so that's 2 kills right now in the favor of Archangel Onage. Can they get the kill? But Harley finds one of his own. Double kill for Kagura, and now it's going to be the continued barrage here. Archangel Onage coming out with that win very, very cleanly, taking the early turtle and as well as the kills.
Wow, man. And again, I really thought that CKTD stopped chasing Dale earlier, but with the use of Barbiel's ultimate, well, there's really no way. It's really difficult for you to run away from this Leomord once you got this ultimate up. And again, with the nice return kill from Dale here, at least it's a little bit of or taking advantage of the situation.
It was honestly a little bit of a mistake to take that team fight without Dale. Dale was so far removed from that situation. He was still top lane, and I don't think that was the right call to make. But hold that thought, Levi looking like he's going to get caught. It's going to be pushed back. Nice attempt to get him very, very low, but the backup is here. The cavalry has arrived. It's going to be Kimmy doing the damage from the back lines right now. Looks like nobody going to be dropping just yet. Lex is going to be chased into his jungle. Flicker down into the point. What a beautiful play! And I think the damage is actually good. Numen on blast. And it absolutely lands perfectly. They're going to be continuing its barrage, and it's the mega kill right now for Kagura. Carbonara looking very, very strong, but Grank gets that kill onto that low leader right now. Carl still doing damage, getting the first one. Could this be another one? A follow-up? This could be a triple kill. Double kill. Looking to continue it. Carl is an absolute monster! As he gets the triple kill. Lex has finally fallen. He's going to be dropping low. Levi, the backup is here, and it's up to Lembo to continue this barrage.
And Levi is trying to help his teammate, but again, the damage. Oh my goodness, and just in the nick of time, this Diki just respawned. I really thought that he'll be another casualty on the side of Archangel Onage, but then the control, Archangel Onage, he knew that Levi is already there, so the discipline, again, from the Archangel Onage, respecting the damage that can be dished out by Levi here, man. What a nice skirmish there on the side of
look at where Carl is, though. We're always pointing at him, because really, if he gets fit, he can really carry this team.
That's true.
He's already 4-1, somehow caught up to Carbonara, and he got the shutdown kill, who was Carbonara was on a mega kill, so that's a lot of gold going to Carl, so we'll be seeing him fed up, and he's already very high level, level 7 along with Dale as well. So this should be an interesting fight here. Turtle is going to be up for contention now.
Yep, and Fuzagan, as you can see, is just trying to scout out, or trying to get those information where the rest of Finesse Solids are, but the next objective will be this turtle. Fuzagan trying to tank the damage from the turtle. Boo as well, trying to hide it from the brush, and Lex trying to scout out, trying to make that steal away from Archangel Onage, but the turtle has been slain by the Grok, but Fuzagan will be paying for his life. Boo trying to run away, the bulwark is up, and again, Carbonara trying to chase. Oh, there's the Rashi Umbrella Flea trying to get out, and he will again run away, but a nice objective taken by Archangel Onage.
Nice stun to get him up, knocks him up. Lex actually falls in the end, but he gets Lemon as well. What a play from Levi!
Oh my goodness, man. The damage, the exchange, Lembot to Lex. Oh my goodness, man. But I think the first tower, or the first team who will take a tower, will have a much more better advantage when it comes to the mid-game fights. But as you can see, there's no tier 1 turrets has been taken at by both teams. But these rotations from Grok, making sure, at least giving space for their Leomord to farm. But again, Diki and Cho is just making sure that Leomord will well, you can't farm. You
Yes.
can't solo farm. We're always here. We're here to disrupt your farm, and well, it's always about the rotation.
Yeah, they're just making life harder for each other, both of these teams right here. And as you can see, it's a game of wits. About, oh look, this CKTD gets kicked away, knocked up as well, and I think it's gonna be the kill. Should be easy, and that's gonna be the first kill for Lex this game. Fuzakan's here, but they're aware of this situation. Should not be any more follow-ups. But as we were talking earlier, 2 towers actually did go down on the side of Archangel Onage. So really 1-for-1 exchange for things. So let's say Turtle goes down, but then there's a follow-up trade. Finesse Solid takes the tower, top tower goes down, but then there's a trade as well from Finesse Solid. So really both of these teams inseparable in terms of really playing smart for each other.
That's true, I agree. But it's all about the core's farm. Well, looking at Lambot here, well, as long as he can, or as long as preventing himself from dying, well, looking for a good position for a farm, and Fuzakan is just roaming around the map. But when it comes to around the 9 to 10 minute mark, that's where the 5-man fights starts,
Yeah.
where we can see all of those tanks manning up, absorbing all of those damage. The 5-man, or I'm hoping for a 5-man Luminum Blast from Finesse Solid.
That's what we saw
That would be
last
perfect.
game. That was amazing.
Oh,
yeah, that's what
goodness.
won the game for Signal Ultra. A 5-man Numenon Bass. We've seen a lot of crazy things, but could something crazy happen here? It's Boo looking like he wants to take part of this fight, but it might just be another turtle here for Archangel Onage. That's a third one in a row for them, actually. But look from the back lines. It's actually, oh, they actually took it. Nice call right there from Levi. Actually gets him, but Carry, Lembot rather getting that kill. Carl continuing his streak of dominance. And it's overall, I think, a victory for Finesse Solid in this one.
It is. And they really need to get that turtle. Since looking at the net worth graph, they need to catch up.
Yeah.
I think that was a 3K net worth lead earlier. Now it's all about 500 or 1,000, around 1,000 net worth lead. And every single gold counts. You need to make sure that you're able to farm, or Carl and Nebo were able to farm all of his items within the next minute. We're about to hit the 9 to 10 minute mark where all the 5-man skirmishes starts.
My biggest problem right now is Dale, because he is not sitting in a good position. Carl, sure, he can carry, but Dale is going to be basically all the magic damage of the team coming in later on in the game, so he needs to come alive. But hold on, another beautiful engagement from Levi. He's really finding these openings for his team, huh? And it looks like they're not going to stop just yet. Fuzakan looking like he's going to be worse, but no, not going to be any more. But again, this is the thing about Tachao, really making so much space for his opponents.
And also the pick-up potential of Cho, man.
Yeah.
Way of the Dragon, as long as he can separate one of those core heroes, especially Lembot, he got caught. So it's really difficult for Archangel Onage to fight. A 4 against 5 with Boo on the Lolita, and also Lex for those defensive ultimates. So Finesse Solid, as long as they can prolong the fight, as you can see, they're on a lead right now when it comes to net worth. 300, 400 net worth lead, and they can take this advantage, or take this opportunity to take down this tier 2 turret.
Yeah, but
on the top lane.
what's really striking to me right now is how much map control Finesse Solid is starting to build up. They really have a good grasp over the towers. I mean, because they have 2 towers down, they're starting to actually invade the jungle cast. But oh, here we go again. Fuzakan looking caught out. I don't think anyone's going to be falling. Just a little bit of pressure, a little bit of damage to force them off the angle. Could try to go for this tier 2 tower, and I think Dale and the rest of his squad should be able to get this soon enough.
Yep, they're just making the rest, or at least forcing the rest of Archangel Onage to go on the brush area, so the creeps will push out, or at least try to apply some structural damage in the tier.
Yeah, maybe catch off somebody off guard as well.
Yeah. But again, the next objective will be either or the Lord or the top lane.
Yeah, it's going to be a point of contestation here, because what do you do if you're Finesse Solid? Do we try to go bait Lord, try to force a team fight, or do we go pressure them top lane and then risk them losing Lord? So I think the best solution for them would be to force a fight in Lord.
Yeah.
Actually, but make sure but that's always very dangerous, because if you stay too long and you make a mistake, you take a lot of damage from Lord itself. It's a very, very precarious situation here. Finesse Solid need to play this right and make the right decision.
I think the team who can get, or at least who can position the entire team within the Lord area, they will have that advantage. But as you can see, Archangel Onage, they knew that Finesse Solid is already waiting for them, or they have the advantage when it comes to positioning, so they're just pushing the bottom lane and then wait for an opportunity for the steal, the Lord.
Yeah.
Well, looking at that, AAO.
Oh, nice wall right there to block the wall of the members of Finesse Solid. I don't think that's going to be stopping them soon enough. And look at the HP. They're also very low. They have to fall. This is very, very bad news for Archangel. They have to get this. And who can get it? Oh, finally.
Numen on blast.
Numen on blast. Nelson gets so many. A double kill right there. Carl's continuing domination streak, and that's another one. Could be the final kill, and Archangel Onage has been shot down.
But that's a double kill, man. Oh my goodness. Even the Lord has been taken out. That's a team wipeout for Finesse Solid, and they can take advantage, even though Archangel Onage were able to take down the Lord, but that's a tier 2 turn.
Yeah, that's a tier 3, actually. They could, I think they're going to end the game.
Oh my goodness, Finesse Solid.
No way.
Oh, no. Oh, okay, so this tier 3 turret will be taken out by the siege creep or minion, so just leave this away. Try to take the Lord out.
Yeah, make sure not too much damage is done to the base, and then shove out the lane correspondingly. They should be okay here, but look at where Gronk is looking to capitalize on this Lord. They want to make sure that they keep their investment here, but I don't think it's gonna survive for much longer.
I think it's just trying to catch out, or at least catch one hero for them to pick off. But again, well, Levi can just jump out the wall, and maybe, well, they can take down the tier 1 just like so, and then tier 2 afterwards, and then go for the crabs, in my opinion. Take down the blues just like so, and take this advantage while the rest of Finesse Solid is just trying to group up.
I don't know though, because honestly, it's really looking like a big advantage for Finesse Solid. Finesse Solid wants the team fights, and you look, as you can see, they really want to pick a fight here. Levi has so much mobility to be able to make those openings, and Carl, 9-2-6.
Man,
he is unstoppable at the moment. And when your main carriers and star players fed like this, it's hard to stop that train from rolling.
I agree. But Archangel only they need to find a way to stop the bleeding. And also, just like what you mentioned, Carl is just looking for a very good opportunity to take down those, or even Lembot. And all the fights on the bottom lane, there's the ultimate from Mincetar, and also the defensive ultimate from the Diki. They're trying to pick him out, Lembot with a nice flicker. Levi! Lusty! Kagura will take him out. That's a 1-for-1 exchange kill into report. Joe, Levi trying to run away, CKTD with a nice flicker. CKTD! 4 against 1. Here comes the nice wall from Fuzigan trying to separate and giving some space for CKTD to run away. But man, oh my goodness, Finesse Solid. They're just on the roll right now, man. Even Kagura is just forced to go to the top lane.
I wouldn't know who the MVP is, to be honest. I can't tell if it's Levi or Carl, because really Levi is making all the openings for his teammates.
That's true.
Even though he was 1 HP, he still found a way to re-engage, get position, and almost get another kill. You can see how confident Levi is.
That's exactly the next thing that I'm going to say. He's really confident. He even dived inside the tier 2 turret.
Yeah, right.
How confident he is.
Insane.
And, he even turned back. He knew that CKTD is, at least there's a slight, there's a small second where he's vulnerable, and then he will be able to use the Wave of the Dragon, or at least a Jit Kundo. And wow,
yeah, that could have converted to a kill, actually. Unfortunately for him, no kills to be found anymore. But they still have a lead that is starting to become a little staggering here. 42,900 on the side of Finesse Solid. That's 3,000 above Archangel Onage right now. So Finesse Solid, which was an early game loss for them, is now turning into a late game dominant performance.
That's true. Well, looking at Carl again, every time 10-2-7.
My God, can anyone stop him?
Oh my goodness.
And look, he just does so much damage from the back lines that no one can even come close to him. Because the beautiful thing about Finesse Solid is they know how to protect their carries. They know how to keep their carries safe. They're happy to sacrifice Dale at this point, as long as Carl can stay alive and keep doing his damage.
Indeed. And also Levi, man. This Levi and Carl combination, this duo, even though the rest of Finesse Solid is dead, they always find a way to at least look for another turner, or at least get some of the kills on the side of Archangel.
Yeah, there's always a turnaround kill somehow, always a consolation prize, and they've never really lost a team fight. Every time they lose a fight or lose something, they get something in exchange.
It's true. But the next objective, again, the Lord is up. Finesse Solid, they have the upper hand when it comes to objectives and also the positioning. Fuzakan tried to go back just like so. Levi with a nice kick, taking down Kagura, and also Carl will be going to take out Fuzakan really low. He won't go down as well. Lusty trying to run away, even the ultimate is also there. RBM! CKTD chase. Boo! Oh my goodness, again. They need to control this Lembot. Already with the immortality. And Boo, even protecting, lifting his bulwark, man.
Oh, but look at where Dale is. Look at where he's positioned. He could get... He somehow finds it. He's still somehow in the bush. They would like to get more in his call. He finds it, killing spree. And the off position, the off play is there from Finesse Solid. Double kill. Wow.
Finesse Solid. Oh my goodness.
Fantastic. What are we seeing? Game after game after game after game.
And the Lord will be taken out by Finesse Solid. Finesse Solid knocking on the door of the Archangel Onage, man. Oh my goodness. Let's see.
And this is what we were talking about. It's the Levi and Carl combination that is making all of this happen. At the very end, though, Dale has had such a quiet game. Has been so quiet, not doing really much. But when it's his turn, he made something happen. Getting those 2 kills, and Carl's there to clean up. He's 13-2 and 8.
13-2-8.
What is that? He has more kills. He has the same amount of kills as Archangel.
Archangel Onage. Exactly, man. That's the point. The whole score, or the whole kills of Archangel Onage is just Carl doing everything. And also Dale, just like what you mentioned earlier, he's just hiding inside the brush. He uses his poker tricks, and then, well, Archangel is really surprised that Dale is even there.
Yeah, because he wasn't there for the team fight.
Yeah, exactly.
Because Dale knows that whenever he participates in a team fight, he dies. So when he does, okay, fine, we'll lose the early team fight, we'll win in the end with Dale, and that's exactly what they did, and they're gonna come out with another uncontested tower.
And the Lord will just push right now in a little bit, but looking at the positioning of Finesse Solid, they do have the momentum, but take note, they're forcing Archangel Onage to go on one lane as a 5.
Yeah.
And then the other lanes, you can see, from the bottom lane, they transition to the top lane, again, leaving Dale on the bottom lane, making sure that this lane will be pushed as well while they're taking the top lane. AAO, they need to do something about this. Middle lane is already exposed. And, well, how can they even get close or even kill Carl with the immortality?
No way.
Pickup?
No way. This is gonna be too difficult unless they get a pick, unless Finesse Solid makes a mistake. I don't see any way. Look at how Levi is so confident. He's buying so much space. He's just forcing them back. He doesn't even need to get a kill. He doesn't even engage. He just needs to get.
Oh!
That's the tank.
Oh my goodness!
That's the tank.
Dale, he almost got picked off by that. Well, that's the magic, but the damage is not enough though. But looking at their base, top lane is exposed, bottom lane is exposed. Well, the only lane that they need to take down is this tier 3 tower. Looking at Carl even taking making all the structural damage to the
tower.
Oh my goodness. Lembot needs to play carefully. Dale is also on the back lines. Levi again with the tower lock. Oh my goodness. Even at least 25% structural damage has been dealt out. Lembot trying to run away. Lembot, he needs to play carefully. Again, Levi with a nice kick. Separating Fuzigan from the fight. No, Numinum Blast will not hit through, but Fuzigan will die. Immortality will kick in. There's the round 2. Fuzigan charging up his power of nature, but again, Lex, in the back lines. Carbonara Ensemble will be taken out by Kimi trying to run away. Finesse. They need to back off right now. They don't want to give any opportunity for Archangel Onage to turn this around.
They have played this smart. They have pushed as far as they needed to push, but I think they're going back for seconds. I want some more, says Carl. He's taking down all the damage, and this could be the last one. Oh, but no, he gets caught off. Carbonara actually takes him down, but the immortality is there. Can they still continue this on? Could this be the goal? No, 1 HP on the tower. Oh, they get it. Oh, gets it. Ah, yes, the game is style. What have they done?
Finesse Solid.
What?
Looking really solid right now, man. My goodness. This is what I'm talking about.
Last second, man.
I really thought that Archangel Onage were able to repel those attacks from Finesse Solid, but then again, they just locked on the turret, or rather on the Nexus, and then it's just game. That's how you win fights, man. That's how you win the game. It's not about how many kills you have. Yeah. Objective is the name of the game, man. And Finesse Solid from that low. Well, I'm sure that they were behind for the first few minutes. But they had the momentum and they took advantage of it.
I can't say this enough. Holy Schneiser. What was that from Carl?
Man.
How many kills? How many kills did he have?
15 or 15?
15 or 16, something like that. Absolute beast of a performance, and the fact that it came down to the wire, they managed. They almost all died. Actually.
Yeah, exactly.
And that's what made me lose my mind, because if one of them, any more of them died, that could have been a turnaround victory for Archangel. But they somehow managed to close it out.
And also, I want to say kudos to Cho. Well, he dove inside. Levi. He dove inside the Nexus. He just made some structural damage, making it at least that was 30% or 40% structural damage in that one, and then it's just finesse all. They took the opportunity and they just win the game. So we're going to look in the highlights right now. This AAO, that was 9K 1,000 net worth lead for Archangel Onage, and this just finesse all. Just knowing when to fight and when not to fight.
Yeah, and that's been the story about the whole game here. Finesse Solid really knows when to pick a fight, and again, you're gonna see it time and time again. It is the Levi, really the Chow player, absolutely making so much space, making so many opportunities for his team, and that Carl just really takes advantage of. And it's been that deadly combination that you mentioned earlier that makes it life hell for Archangel side.
Well, man, I think they need to ban the Cho for Finesse Solid.
Yeah, definitely. After this performance,
after that performance from Levi, man, oh my goodness. Well, they were able to cancel the Luminant Blast, and that's one of the at least ways to control. And just like so,
look at that. It was picture perfect finish. Could not have come any closer at the end right there. What a game we just had on our hands. And holy moly, we still have a game too. So before we lose our minds and our voices, we're gonna take a short break. I'm Illustrado.
And I'm also TDZ. Don't go anywhere. We still have game 2 on our third series, Finesse Solid versus Archangel Onage. Don't go anywhere.
Download for free Mobile Legends Bang Bang. Download for free Mobile Legends Bang Bang.
Fists are unflinching!
You have slain an enemy! Legendary! Double kill! Legendary! Legendary! Legendary!
Download for free Mobile Legends Bang Bang.
Wait. Do you think?
Find the abyss and face the fate. A body tempered in flames. Find the abyss.
Unstoppable!
Alright guys, and again, we are back, and what a game, man, for our game 1. I'm really excited for game 2. I want to see that kind of action again.
Game 1 is on being what a game. It's an understatement, dude. Absolutely crazy from
It is.
both teams. I don't know what I just saw here. It was kind of a stomp by Finesse Solid, but it was an exciting stomp. I know it's weird to say that because normally when you say stomp, it's
Yeah,
like,
it's
it's
about
kind of boring. But
One-sided game.
yeah, but it wasn't. They put up a really good fight, and it was fight after fight after fight, and it was so close, and even up to the very end, where there was like a pixel of health on both the core, both on the base, and also both on the players of Finesse Solid, and they somehow managed to win.
Wow.
So what an exciting game! Set of games. Day 1 is absolutely insane.
It's well, I really can't say anything else. But let's go ahead.
Let's
and
go
jump
ahead into the
our
drafting
draft
phase.
right here, man. And if you just tuned in, again, this is Finesse Solid versus Archangel Onage.
Damn right, they're never gonna let them have that Kimmy ever again after that. Kimmy with like 15, 16 kills, something like that at the end of the game.
The same as
I
number
think
as this score.
Yeah, same number as basically Archangel by the end of that game.
Wow.
Crazy. Carl,
Dengan.
what a beast. We've talked about him so much, but we cannot praise him enough because he's really one of a kind at this tournament. He's really showing why he is, if I may say right now, probably the best carry at the moment. Anyway, Claude Ban followed quickly by the Kimmy, and then
sorry.
And then the Alice.
and then the Diggy.
Yeah.
Since Diggy, there's a very good contribution on the side of Finesse Solid earlier for the Diggy. They were able to stop some of the crowd controls, and also they're able to pull back the Grok earlier. They have a small potential earlier where the Grok wall were almost going to hit the enemy hero, able to separate from the rest of the crew, but unfortunately with the pull from the Diggy, they're able to at least prevent that from happening. But looking at the picks here, the side of Archangel Onage, we have Carbonara on the Hearth, Lusty on the Cho. Again,
that's a big pick. That's a big pick
Cho.
to get the Cho. They want to deny Finesse Solid. That's smart. They leave the Cho open.
Yeah.
And of course, leaving the Cho open and taking it for themselves. Actually, also getting the Harith, which is very important. But on the other side, Mincithar is being picked for Lex, and they actually get Gronk and Helper. So really, not a bad combination here. I think Archangel is winning in terms of the drafting at the moment. It's just what they do as a response to this Helker.
And I do agree, since Harith is already there on the side of Archangel Onage. That mage here is really mobile, can burst out a lot of magical damage. Also, once he's able to get that, at least a Calamity Reaper, well, that should be enough for Carbonara to pick off at least one hero, or at least a very quick core kill on the side of Archangel Onage. So they also have a very good pick off with Fuzaken with the Divine Judgment, CKTD with the Thamus, slow control.
Yeah, Kaya is a great pick, especially. The thing is, you're gonna see that the Chow and the Kaya with those early, well, not just early, but all the game, they're gonna be having this engagement potential, this initiation. So really, we're gonna be
Okay,
that is so interesting. So this is gonna be an attack Chow.
Yeah, attack Cho, and then that's almost 4 heroes from Archangel Onage are really tanky.
Yeah.
Innate tank, and then one very good mage dealer, which is really mobile as well, so they can protect and pick off. This is the play of Archangel Onage: protect and then pick off. Once they have level 4, Fuzaken can just roam around the map, use the Divine Judgment. Also with CKTD, once he is level 4, he can just separate one hero from the side of Finesse Solid, and I think this is the game plan right now.
Although I'll have to say, I'm not too happy with the pick of Carl here. He went for that Leomorn. But everybody else on the side of Archangel, they're tanky.
Yeah.
And Leomord thrives not by getting tanky heroes. He wants to get the low HP players. So I don't know. I don't know if Leomord was the best pick. Actually, it might be since it's percentage on HP, so he might be able to shred those tanks later on. But I really think it's a matter of whether they can be able to do it or not, because that's a lot of tanks that he has to take down. I mean, sure, Leomord can take down a tank because of the HP, his passive and things like that with the crits, but that's more than one tank that he has to deal with.
Exactly, man. And it's quite questionable on my side as well, since you're against 4 tanks, man. And well, you need to make sure that after you use after you use your ultimate, you need to make sure that the duration, or you're able to kill at least 3 heroes while you're on the ultimate stats.
Yeah, I'm gonna agree with you here.
That's 4 heroes, man.
That's a lot of pressure, and your ultimate doesn't last forever. Also.
Yeah, exactly.
So in that time, you need to be shredding tanks also. So,
well, who do you think are?
This is going to be Archangel. I think it's going to be Archangel.
I think it's going to be Archangel.
The draft for Archangel is just so much better.
Yeah,
like
exactly.
It's a million times better. They get Harith, they get Cho denied. They denied the Cho to Finesse Solid. They actually got a tanky, lots of tanky picks against the Leomord. So really, I think it's a well-rounded pick here from Archangel. My only concern is I don't think they have enough late game attack damage, physical damage on the side of Archangel. So if they Archangel Onus has to end this fast.
Exactly. But then again, here comes the game 2 on our 3rd series tonight. We have Finesse Solid, Archangel Onage, blue side Finesse Solid, Lex on the Mincitar, Boo on the Grok, Levi on the Hellcurt, Dale from the Gord, and Carl from the Leomord.
Carbonara is going to be playing that Harith, and Jill Lusty is going to be playing that Akai, Fuzuken on Kaya, CKDD on that Chao, and Lembot already going to be on that Thamos.
So again, Archangel Onage, they need to again look for that kill. Also taking down Levi, this is the priority. Prevent Hellcurt from getting that level 4, because once you get that level 4, you can just roam around the map, use this their ultimate as an advantage. Again, Dale were able to take down CKTD maybe. There would be another nice flicker, but Dale is also there. The stun whoop, nice side the damage from the Gord, who were able to take down first blood on the side of Finesse Solid.
Misses a couple free throws there, but somehow lands it in anyway.
Sidestep, man.
Sidestep was good.
Goodness.
What a play, but not enough to keep him alive. Yeah. Good effort, but so aggressive. It's so exciting to see this so early on.
It is, man. Well, oh my goodness, man. You can see how this players
how hungry they are. Yeah.
Exactly, bro. Oh my goodness, man. Alright, so Carbonara already level 4, Dale almost level 4 as well, so he can just TP back and then get some items again, and then just get the level 4, start the rotation. Turtle will respawn for the next 5 seconds. So Archangel Onage, they will try to position themselves in this turret, try to secure it, while the rest of Finesse Solid just farming and making sure that Hellcurt will able to get this farm.
Yeah, I mean, the Turtle is finally going to be up for contention here. See if anyone wants to contest. I don't think neither of these teams are really in a position to contest this. They're both really far away, but I think it's Finesse Solid who has the better position here. Kaya is here right now, has ultimate Divine Judgment, but he's so low. It's not going to be enough to get a kill. He's so low, so that's why Carl's going to be the one to punish him. Actually, but in the meantime, Lembot is fighting 2 players on its own and somehow winning. CKTD does take down that Leomord, but in the bottom lane, Lex is going to be chased away, chased out, and that's going to be the Turtle and a few kills picked up by Archangel Onage side.
Yeah, and this is a very good opportunity for Archangel Onage. So they're able to push back Finesse Solid away from the Turtle, and they will take the Turtle away from them. So that's a very good start for Archangel Onage, since they were behind. They are behind for a little bit when it comes to the game itself. 6,700 for Finesse Solid, 7,600 for Archangel Onage. But again, we will start once we hit the 5-minute mark, 6 to 7 minute mark. That's where we will see those small skirmishes with the lights combo. Combo with a Hurricane Dance. Carl getting controlled. Fusican Dance, a 4-man hero, committing 2 ultimates just for Carl.
It's worth it, to be honest. If you shut down Carl, that's always going to be a good investment. Make sure that Leomord, make sure Carl, of all people, not going to have a repeat of the last game. Because if you let him roam free like what we saw a little bit early on, it's going to be absolutely insane. But hold that. In the meantime, just a little bit of a technical pause, I think, in the meantime, while we sort out these issues. But how do you think this game is going? Archangel looking so much better.
Yeah,
I think we're going to see a 1-1 scoreline by the end of this, yeah.
And in my opinion, I really want to see a game 3 because the momentum. Once you have the momentum, or once Archangel, or if Archangel Onage win this game,
This could be a reverse sweep.
yeah, it can be a reverse sweep.
I am gonna agree.
And I'm sure that Archangel Onage will have a little bit of hint on how Finesse Solid, or how they can defeat or at least seal out the deal on this on Finesse Solid team.
But anyway, we're gonna go back into the game. A little bit of a spread out situation on both sides here. CKTD pushing middle lane, just getting a little bit of tower presence here, and bottom lane might just falls very, very shortly. No one to contest. Carl is very well removed from the situation, and that's gonna be an easy tower right there for Archangel Onage. They're also going to get the buff here, so a lot of stuff gained here from the side of Archangel Onage, and no response from Finesse Solid. But anyway, we expected this.
Yeah.
This is the early game dominance that we expected from Archangel Onage. But bear in mind, ladies and gentlemen at home, they are on a timer here. Oh, but hold that
the
thought
ultimate
right
again.
now. Oh, wow, ultimate catching off 3. Everyone from Archangel melting by the laser beam of Dale. Follows it up with a kill of his own, gets another one. It's a double kill. Lembot's dropping low as well, so is Lusty. Lex looking like he wants to get away, but Carl is here to clean it up. Can he actually do it? Has Barbiel with him, and he's going to be chasing. That's another kill for Dale, and he's finally looking so much better. This is Finesse Solid with a comeback so early on.
Oh my goodness, 2-for-1 exchange on the side of Finesse Solid. Well, yeah, they were able to take down Lex, but as long as you're able to control, or at least provide some space for Helkert and also Carl to farm, well, I think Finesse Solid can still turn this around. Well, even though, well, they are ahead, by the way.
Yeah, now they're ahead. They actually have turned it around.
Oh my goodness, 5-minute mark, everyone.
It's crazy, and we're probably going to be seeing a back and forth of this. The problem is Archangel Onage. That was their chance. They needed to shut this down early. Now they're trying to take it back with the turtle, but Finesse Solid not letting them have that. And that's a nice finish right there. Harris actually gets that, but Carl's starting to come to life here. He's going to get those kills of his own. He's going to continue this barrage as Levi looks to pressure and just scare away Lusty here.
Well, they're able to take down the objective, another objective again. So they can try to take down the jungle area first, and then look for another opportunity. Wait for the core items of the mage, especially Dale, or he already got the lightning truncheon. So the damage from this laser is really good at the moment. And once he's able to line up with the amount of disables that they currently have from Lex's ultimate, the Mincedar's ultimate, they can't blink out. So that's a good opportunity for Dale to take advantage of this lightning truncheon. And Carl, he just needs to get some space, and also Levi. Levi's still 0-0-5. I'm talking about Levi, Divine Judgment, aside of Archangel Onage, and also the Way of the Dragon.
And a little bit of a reversal here. We're seeing actually Levi getting really, really shut down, who was really one of the MVPs for the last game. Now it's actually Dale who's coming to life. He's doing a lot better for his team. So you can start to see the diversity in Finesse Solid, even if one of them has a more quiet game, even if one of them is a little bit more passive and is not able to get anything done. At any point, Dale or Boo or Lex can suddenly come out and be the ones to say, okay, this time I'm leading the way. And you're seeing that in the form of Dale, how this time. And unfortunately, Levi needs to do a little bit better with that Helkert. So,
well, he's really trying hard right now. We already have the Blade of Despair, but he needs to join the fight. He needs to use the ultimate timely. He needs to make sure that just in case that Archangel Onage grouped up, he needs to be there. And tank over tank, here comes the Hurricane Dance boost, now getting controlled, and Lex again with a nice laser from Rusty, might go down, he will, from the momentum of Liam Ward, and another kill here in the side of Carbonara, taking down the life of Levi. Levi having a very difficult time right now, 0-2-6.
Definitely not having a good game. Carl is here to pick up the pace for him as he gets a killing spree, looking to continue, still has some of his skills, and I think it's going to be the end for Carbonara unless they turn it down. No, it's a double kill! Again, somehow finds the opening, makes it a 3-for-1.
My goodness, man. Carl's starting to get those kills.
It is the pain train.
Oh my goodness, man. It's just like the game 1. Carl, well, the first few minutes he was way behind, but again with a nice Way of the Dragon, he will take down the Liam Ward. Mega kill for Chow. CKTD needs to run away.
Oh my god, Dale. What a monster double kill.
And the Hurricane Dance, they're still trying to chase Lex, but Boo is there, Lusty. He can't kill this Lex without any help from the core heroes and Levi, man.
A while ago it was the Levi and Carl combo. Now it's the Dale and Carl combo. That's really showing up and making it difficult for Archangel here. So exciting to watch, and in the bottom lane they're trying to get some presence in. Levi really can't get a break. Every time he goes in, every time he dives in, tries to initiate, Archangel are prepared, whether if it's with a divine judgment or whether if it's with with Akai. They're just really shutting him down.
Well, I think one of the reasons why is because of his play style.
Yeah.
We've seen Levi play with this Cho, right? He's really aggressive. I think you need to give him a type of hero who's really aggressive. Just because Hellkurt is quite different from
Yeah,
Chow.
and Hellkurt, he's very squishy.
Yeah.
He doesn't exactly. He should be like a little bit of a passive role, lurking along the sidelines. He can't always just dive in head first because look at the composition of Archangel. They have so much crowd control. They have CKTD, they have Fuzakan, Divine Judgment, even Lusty. They have so much crowd control that it's going to be quite easy to stop the Levi, and you've seen it.
Yeah, and looking at the score right now, 0-2-6, but just like so, Carl, 5-3-2. And also with the Dale and Carl combination.
Yeah, they're both sitting at 5 kills right now, looking fantastic. Both of these players turning things around for their team. Otherwise, it would be a very dire situation for them. And Lord is up though, so that's probably what we're going to be seeing being fought for.
Yep. And while that is happening, Archangel only rather already. Let's look at the top lane. Lemba trying to run away from Carl and Boo, but where's the connection? Oh, the ultimate is there. Well, that is happening. Archangel only trying to take down a tier 3 structure. They're able to do so, but top lane AAO. Lemba's just doing his best, trying to give some space on the bottom lane. Carbonara looking on the tier 3 turret on the middle lane, but they're not done yet. Boo trying to take down Carbonara. Carbonara able to run away. CKTD on the front lines trying to protect the rest of Archangel Onage, and that's a structure for Archangel Onage, man.
They lost only one player there, and they managed to get it. That's totally an outplay. Finesse Solid, I think, making the wrong decision there to go for that fight. And instead, they've actually lost a tower. But hold on, they want to continue the fight. They want to look for more, but not this time.
Well, once Lex popped his ultimate, it's time to go back. Since the tower's there, Boo is also there. That's one of the easiest way to control the era. Speaking about control, CKTD using his ultimate on Boo. Boo still getting control. The laser right off point, the side of Finesse Solid. So mistakes has been made. So it's time to go back. Look for another objective. Take down the Blues, and then probably get a much more better position for the next objective, the Lord.
The bottom lane is really weak, and so even if they do go for the Lord, which you mentioned earlier, they might get pushed from the bottom lane and get split pushed again. So it's very, very risky to be able to do that. Lord should be taken by Archangel because they have